Hi guys, I'm Howie with Hobie, and I'm going to show you how to outfit your Mirage Compass with Hobie's H-bar. This standing bar has been made specifically for this model kayak and incorporates only the things you need to get the job done. The major components of this standing bar come in 3 pieces as it's packaged in the box. So I'm going to start the installation by installing this center bar to the 2 legs of the H-bar. Make sure you align the flats in the plastic fitting here, and the hole is going to match right up, and it'll actually lock this center bar into place. We are going to through bolt just for extra security. When you're installing the hardware on the center bar, orient the hardware so that the head of the screw used is facing toward you. It's not preferred to have the nylock nut facing your belt line because that might create a pressure point as you lean up against the bar. The head of the screw is a nice rounded surface, so you shouldn't have any issues there. Start the nylock nut just finger tight. Press the nylock nut into the molded in recess on this elbow here, and it'll hold the nut in place so that it won't spin when you tighten it down with a screwdriver. Make sure your drill clutch is set at a fairly medium setting. Going to repeat the process on the other side. If you're having a little bit of difficulty getting the nylock nut to sit securely in the molded in recess here on this elbow, you can hold the nut with a 3/8 inch wrench to secure it as you thread the screw in. Before through bolting any hardware and mounting the forward mounting feet, go ahead and lie the H-bar on the kayak to make sure that it's going to rest properly when it's folded forward. As you can see, ideally, you want the center crossbar to rest just behind the stainless steel pad eye at the nose of the boat. Generally, just behind this flat where the angle turns is a good place to mount your H-bar feet. That's going to be through bolted on the forward ones, and the rear feet are going to use the removable track mounts. I've installed the 8-inch round hatch up front, so accessing my through bolt location won't be an issue. If you don't have the hatch up front, you can reach in from the center hatch and reach forward and access the backing nuts. To get a little bit more space and a little bit more reach, you can actually remove the round center hatch that comes standard on the boat, and that gives you another inch or so of reach. Now that I've mocked up the placement of the H-bar, I'm going to go ahead and drill my through bolting holes for the forward foot mounts. So I'm going to just use the foot mount as a template and create little pilot holes and then come back and drill them through. With a 3/16 inch bit, use the included 1032 screws and nylock nuts and washer to through bolt the forward feet. You want to make sure that the angled tab is always facing inboard. So you can see there's a little angle there, and the angle just needs to be pointing in toward the cockpit. Since reaching into the hole and threading the nylock nut initially onto the screw, it can be a little blind, so I like to just stack the washer on top of the nylock nut like that and reach underneath, feel for the screw and thread it on just by finger. Use a 3/8 inch wrench and a Phillips drill bit with a drill set on a medium clutch to tighten up your fasteners. Repeat the foot mounting process on the starboard side of the boat, making sure to stay clear of the pulley that's mounted in hull as you do the installation. Now that you've got your H-bar mounted onto the front feet and folded out of the way, all that's left to do is to install the track mount feet where the rear legs will be supported. I've tightened these two knobs down just finger tight and slid them all the way back in the track to start. Now you're going to want to stand in the kayak and mock up the situation so that you know where you want the rear feet to sit. I like to adjust the length on the rear legs just one notch before the longest setting. So when it's adjusted, you'll have 4 holes showing. To adjust the length of the rear leg, simply unthread this keeper bolt here, pull it out, make your adjustment, insert the keeper bolt back in, and thread it tight. This should give me plenty of standing room in front of the seat. When the installation's all said and done, an ideal spot for the center bar to be hitting you is right at about the belt line. We've included a bungee to secure your bar in the down position for transport. So you just want to take a few wraps around the center bar, and then you can actually click it right onto that pad eye there, and it should stay. Now that you've got your Hobie H-bar mounted on your compass, you can get into, out of, and stand on the compass with that much more confidence. And best of all, when you don't need it, it folds forward and stows out of the way. The entire H-bar is constructed of our unique 12-sided extrusion that allows you to mount any H-rail accessory that you want to it. If you prefer to have a rod holder or a fish finder mounted to one of the legs of the H-bar rather than in the track, you have the option to do that. Thanks for watching. For other installation videos, check out our YouTube channel, and to view the entire line of Hobie parts and accessories, visit Hobie.com and check out the parts and accessories catalog.